Hello, I am radsterr and welcome back to my channel. In the landscape of the internet, and especially social media, there will be a lot of weirdos out there that get exposed. Some prime examples of this are Minilad and Linemaker. But sometimes the allegations made are handled very poorly, whether it be a small or large content creator. There are a lot of examples of this, and today we will be looking at 3 of them. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
I wanted to make a video regarding the situation, as of a couple weeks ago.
So the first situation we are looking at are the Slazo allegations. Slazo is an Australian YouTuber who was accused of sexual assault by his ex-girlfriend. This is a prime example of how not to handle allegations, this being because everyone took what the accuser said at face value. So here's what happened. Sometime in the summer of 2019, Slazo's ex-girlfriend, who we'll be calling Che for the rest of this segment, posted a twitlonger where she accused Slazo of things such as sexual assault and abuse, providing past stories from what she said was going on and screenshots of the Discord messages where it looked like Slazo was going to her. When this all came out, pretty much the entire internet came to support Che and saw Slazo as a malicious monster, making him lose tons of subscribers and support in the process. Innocent people don't stay quiet for this long. A quote by Kinani.
A few moments later.
I wanted to make a video regarding the situation, as of a couple weeks ago.
What you're watching right now is Slazo's response video titled My Side. This was released about 2 weeks after Che's twitlonger, and to be honest, I'd say this is probably one of the greatest responses to any content creator allegations that I've seen. He debunked a lot of Che's claims and exposed her for being a liar. When the response video came out, everyone then shat on Che for her false allegations, except for a certain group of people. That group including Quite, Weast, Hyojin, Dolandark, Bluesdank, Kinani, and I'm Alex. When Slazo made his response, these guys doubled down on their takes, making tweets and videos about it, with the most notable of them being I'm Alex's, mainly for its sheer stupidity.
Hello guys, I want to try and put this in as a concise way as possible, but this is my response to Michael and Slazo's video. There's a limit on this, so
it would also come out later that most of these people were planning all of this and pretty much plotting to ruin Slazo's career. Turkey Tom uploaded his video sometime in early June about the Slazo allegations, where he brings up allegations brought to him about Hyojin, accusing her of being a psychopath and a dog abuser. Turkey Tom used these allegations in this video to only give Hyojin a taste of her own medicine, and although I think this is a very stupid thing to do, I could see where Tom was coming from. Unfortunately, due to these allegations, she got harassed for them even though they weren't even proven to be true, and because of this, she threatened to take her own life. You could say, well, she did the same thing to Slazo, but that's not the issue. Obviously, we should let her know that doing this type of stuff is wrong, but this is a terrible way of doing it, and whether you think Hyojin's comment about suicide was baiting or not, nobody should go through having allegations on them without any proof and without any private dispute. That's the case for the Slazo situation, and it's also the case for this situation. Over the time this has all happened, everyone except Kinani has apologized about this situation. Now, what went wrong with these allegations, and what can we do to prevent something like this to happen in the future? Well, this situation is a perfect example of the guilty until proven innocent mentality. It's something we have seen time and time again, and it's incredibly toxic. When allegations like these come out, everyone should wait for the response from the creator who has been accused. We can't really come to the conclusion if we don't see both sides of the story. Anyway, on to the next allegation.
I'm going to use this video to address the allegations made against me. Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy.
Our next instance of allegations being mishandled are the Pyrocynical grooming allegations. Let's recap. On October 29th, 2020, Twitter user Lovebird, also known as Ivory Rasmus, posted a Twitter thread where they accused Pyrocynical of grooming them when they were 15. After they did this, they got immediate backlash from Pyro's fans due to the lack of evidence they had provided while making these claims. Shortly after though, Ivory would post an imager link with all the said messages that had Ivory believing that they were groomed. These screenshots contained the messages that the two sent to each other where they said some fairly questionable things.
Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheeks, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth.
These images only made Ivory's claim seem more fishy since the messages that Ivory got were from a deleted account only alleged to be Pyrocynical at the time. A couple days after they posted the screenshots, Ivory would make a final tweet longer about the allegations. This tweet longer contains new information, proof that the deleted account that sent the messages was Pyro with the logs from Pyro's old Discord server, as well as a recording of messages between them and Pyro's current girlfriend Ida. So with the tweet longer, Ivory's claims seemed to be more genuine than they were before. After this, they went on an interview with Tommy C to clear up some stuff about the allegations.
How were you groomed? Because you don't need to be groomed for this to be wrong. I mean, is it really fair that you use the word grooming? And if that's true, if you feel that's true, where was this going?
See, I'm not like, I don't know. I was in a call with my friend when I like typed it out, and I typed like, I remember I typed that and asked like, is that okay?
Because it reads more like a YouTube like thumbnail. Do you honestly believe? Did you not understand the definition of the word?
I feel like it was like forcing or like manipulating a child into a like sexual situation.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that's what that word means to me.
More people seem to be more skeptical of Pyro now in this situation until Pyro himself made an official response on Reddit, which persuaded the public opinion to be on Pyro's side once again. Commentary channels jumped the bandwagon saying that the allegations were completely false and that Pyrocynical was innocent. Everything had gone silent about these allegations until early December 2020 when Turkey Tom uploaded his video, Pyrocynical's Lie, setting the record straight. This video criticized Pyro's Reddit response as well as the commentary communities jumped with the bandwagon. Once this video came out, public opinion persuaded once again to be on Ivory's side and the commentary channels once again jumped the bandwagon to say that Pyrocynical was completely guilty. Tom would then release a second video going over the Google document he had posted on Twitter around the time about the allegations. The Google document went over some of the new information that Ivory had shared with Tom. It also debunked some of the claims people had made against Ivory. Soon after the document released, Pyrocynical dropped a response video to everything. After this, the public opinion went to Pyro's side once again. Turkey Tom would upload his response video to Pyro, but the damage had already been done. So what went wrong with these allegations, you ask me as the voices inside my head? Well, let me tell you. The difference between these allegations and the Slazo allegations is that instead of believing the allegations first, the internet decided to not believe these allegations at first and label Ivory as a clout chaser. Then the public opinion changed to say that Pyrocynical was completely guilty, and then Pyrocynical made his response video, which made everyone believe that he was innocent once again. Another thing is that the commentary community treated these allegations like shit, especially people like Prismate Luke. And it really shows how bad this community is at handling allegations. But anyway, moving on. Now let's get into the third and final topic of this video.
What's up, man? What's up? No fist? Okay. No fist bump? I don't fist bump people like you, man. Okay, so...
Now there is a major difference between these allegations and the other allegations I talked about in this video, and that's the fact that these allegations aren't actually allegations. These are proven to be true and EDP is 100% guilty. Misleading title, I know. But let's talk about this situation. Now before EDP was approached by the ProleteR approachers, which is the main situation everyone knows about, months before he was already exposed for sexting underage girls. Not everyone knew about this situation before EDP was confronted, and EDP was still pretty much doing as well as he did before, due to his fans believing him when he said everything he said was a joke. That was until April 19th, 2021.
On that day, Chet Goldstein and his team confronted EDP for sexting a 13-year-old catfish girl and planning to meet with her. The problem with this is that they did a horrible job. Instead of doing any of this professionally, they uploaded a video of them just asking him the same questions over and over again while also making stupid jokes about his weight and how he's a predator. Of course, EDP would also look like an idiot in this situation, originally saying he was trying to pick up a cupcake and go home, asking questions like, "Is my life over?" and even saying that he thinks he should go to prison.
At the end of the video, he would try to walk away from this situation while the ProleteR approachers would call the police. Later that day, a live stream would start where the woman catfishing EDP as a 13-year-old would read all the messages that EDP and the girl had exchanged to each other. The live stream went on for about 2 hours. The messages seemed normal at first, but they slowly turned into shit. literally. EDP in these messages would multiple times talk to the girl about how what he's doing is wrong and that he would stop, but would go back to messaging her the same way as before the next day. Despite how poorly this would be handled, this situation took the internet by storm, with so many people making memes and jokes about this situation. But let's be fair here, was anyone really surprised about this? I mean, look at what EDP means. After all of this, people will look into Chet Goldstein and find out he had a past of making creepy jokes towards women and just overall edgy jokes that were in poor taste. People contacted Cameo about the behavior of EDP, which they would respond to and then ban him from the site entirely. Then EDP would private all of his videos posted to his YouTube channel before getting both of his channels terminated, along with Chet Goldstein's account getting terminated for ban evasion. On April 28th, 2021, EDP would announce his own website where he would be posting his own videos, but that website never came into tuition. He would also start posting on Facebook, but he would be banned shortly after. Months would go by before someone found him at a McDonald's and recorded it on a live stream. Later after that, he would upload to the website 3Speak, with the most notable of these videos being a video where he finally got his cupcake. Someone named Masters at Work would then post an update about EDP where he was apparently about to get evicted from his apartment and that he was fired from many jobs he worked at. EDP would later start streaming on a website called Big O Live where people would start trolling him once finding out. People would also find out that EDP had made an account on TikTok. EDP has since made a new TikTok account where he goes on about football and even made a video about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. People would also recently find out that EDP had officially changed his legal name. It seems that EDP445 is doing whatever it takes to continue his internet career, but everywhere he goes, the trolls follow him. And in my opinion, he deserves it for what he tried to do. So what went wrong with this situation? Well, the main thing that went wrong is that EDP445 hasn't even stepped in jail once since the Chet Goldstein livestream. And while yes, EDP is getting a lot of karma for what he did, with him being banned off of pretty much every platform he's been on, he's like a cockroach. He's never gonna go away unless he actually goes to prison for what he did. And that has still yet to happen yet. In conclusion, the situations talked about in this video are clear examples of how not to handle content creator allegations. If you're ever in a situation where you know someone is a predator or just a scumbag in general, please do not do anything like this. And for God's sake, do not let John Swan get his greedy little hands on them. Anyway, my name is radsterr. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the video. Follow my new Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching.
I wanna build a house with you, a house with you, a house with you. I wanna build a house with you, so we can be alone. So we can be alone.